Welcome to the SLE League. Today I have me and Gano. We're gonna be casters today.
Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello.
We're gonna be streaming Runtime versus Redemption in the Div 2. Hello everyone in chat. Yeah. So basically what we have today is Runtime versus Redemption. We have seen Runtime have a really good start of the league. They dropped one game against the Unknown Enemy. Redemption, not the best of the start. They also had some internal problems, and it didn't really work out for them. They have a new mid laner, Mr. Mini Marias, however you say it. So it will be interesting to see how they will work with the new quote-unquote roster.
I think roster updates are always plus. They're never going back, so I think definitely gonna help them, and maybe they will get a win today. Maybe it'll be enough.
Yeah, maybe it will be. We have seen Runtime being extremely strong in this Div 2. So it would be tough for Redemption to really power through and live up to what they have to do to be able to win versus Runtime. I know that Runtime's mid laner is a really strong guy. He's always on point. You know, he got his great CS, and he's always a solid one. As I do believe we will soon be starting the draft. And
when we get into the draft, what do you expect to see from both of the teams? Is there something that like should be the priority, or do they have? Do you know if they have some champions that are so special for them? Or do you think that we'll see the meta that is being played
I
in pro
mean,
play?
last time we did see some non-meta. I know that Redemption's jungler, he has recently started to play jungle for the team. So he isn't really the usual, so he doesn't really have that many picks. As we can also see, like the easy champions that he can play, like the Zac, the Jarvan, is being hovered here to really hit his champ pool. The Poppy is probably against not cautious Cat, since I do believe he's a Poppy enjoyer. The Lucian obviously being a really strong pick at the moment. Lucian Nami or Lucian other support picks as well is really strong in the bot lane. But I think
Definitely one of the strongest AD carries right now, and maybe Poppy is a champion that I personally think is good into Talon, and with Talon being popular, do you think it may be ban against?
I think it's mainly just because Not Cautious Cat is really comfortable on the Poppy, and I'm assuming that they were opting into the Zac pick on the side of Redemption. So I think that's mainly just why. I mean, we see the Graves, which is a bit of a meta pick at the moment at the top lane. We do see the Mumu hover, so we might see some Mumu support. I'd assume it would go support, since I don't really believe that the Mumu jungle is good at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna be Amumu support, and it's gonna be paired probably with most misfortune, or he is gonna try to be paired with misfortune. And there is there she is, and she might be taken away together with Leona, as that's another combination that is usually right now being played in bot lane.
Yeah, it definitely is. And like the MF Leona into like the Leona Amumu matchup is really favored for Leona. You can basically just play front to back in these 2v2 skirmishes and just hit on the Amumu, because Leona's way tankier than Amumu. Amumu only really has that once you go in and proc the aftershock, that's where he's tanky. Leona, it's a bit different. She can use a W, you have your aftershock, so you don't really take that much damage. So that's why it's really good to play front to back as Leona Mumu, or as the Leona into the Mumu. We do see a Draven hover. That could be interesting. Recently buffed as well.
Like to see Draven. I don't think he's that strong. Even though there were recently some changes to his ultimate and to his duration stacks, I still think the champion has a lot of bigger problems that keeping him from competitive.
Yeah,
But
I would tend to agree. I'm not sure that Draven is. I'd say Draven is a pretty weak champion. In terms of the competitive scene, since in solo queue you just roll over anyone.
run over everyone.
Yeah. We
You can
see
see
the Aatrox.
Aatrox and is it being matched by Kench? His
Yeah,
laning power really strong. But
um,
Aatrox really good top laner, I believe.
I do believe that it's probably a favorable matchup for the.
I think
Actually, I'm
it's
not sure.
favorable for Tahm Kench early on, and
Yeah, I think
Aatrox
as
is
well.
gonna outscale with with the healing that he have in his kit
Yeah.
and the itemization.
Yeah. Probably is. I mean, it's there's no early jungle picks. There's no LeBlanc prior. So that's something that is questionable for me at least in terms of like draft. Since I do believe that junglers and LeBlanc should have really high prior, Irelia as well. But this is probably just mainly because of comfort. Um, that they aren't picking that up.
I agree. I think why they won't pick these champions, maybe they are slightly higher or higher skill to execute. And if you pick something easier, yeah, well then it's easier, right? So why do you need to play those really strong but again hard champions when you
Hmm.
can play something easy like Oriana, go with the combo with Amumu or with Leona MF and yeah, the Leona is just gonna set it up for you until you press R and you win the fight. Or
Hmm.
you delete the target.
Definitely. We do see the Kane ban, and I'm pretty sure that is towards the substitute of runtime, since he is a Kane enjoyer.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think Kane is that strong, but it has to be super comfortable pick.
Yeah. The Talon hover is quite nice, I'd say. Talon is a very strong jungler at the moment, but and you also have like so far double melee. They'll probably also pick a melee jungler, so I would like to see LeBlanc pick, just because LeBlanc is utterly broken. And it gives it gives lane pro. It gives you everything you need for the current mid lane meta, and basically all of the. There's not really much that counters LeBlanc, but what would
I think
counter is.
Va is definitely comfort,
Yeah,
and
it
yeah,
definitely is. I mean,
uh,
again,
I, I yeah,
again, coming back to that, Ortega just recently started to jungle for Redemption, so he just wants these easy to play champions in the jungle. And Vi is definitely one of them. You don't really have high mechanic at all.
who will Victor here?
If runtime picks LeBlanc, that would be very nice. I know Leonum isn't. Oh, they do have it. So maybe they're listening along. Who knows?
There's the LeBlanc.
I think LeBlanc would work really well here. You have the perma mid prio, and Talon can basically do anything. It will be LeBlanc. So, this will be a very interesting game. I think that Runtime definitely won the draft. I think Redemption's draft is a bit. What is the correct word? I guess it is. It just does look a bit weird.
Yeah, I mean the champions that they are picking are not the ones that we are used to see. either in solo queue or in a pro play. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons why we feel that's not the optimal. But yeah, I mean, if you're comfortable on it, it's usually comfort is what I say is always better than something that you don't know.
Yeah, I definitely agree, especially in this level of play. I'd say comfort is definitely better than meta. Even though that the meta champs obviously are the strongest at the moment, but for these players, comfort is definitely best. But I'm actually surprised of the Draven because uh, I'm not sure that Brady actually plays a lot of it. Um, but and
Maybe
I
he have some practice in.
yeah, perhaps maybe
What
he
what what
does.
I what I personally so dislike on Draven is that he's a low range, and
Hmm.
that can hurt so much when you're going into fight. But against the runtime's team here, with the Tompkins Leona, he's gonna like need to adjust his build to go for penetration early, and because he's gonna need to deal with these two tanky champions. And I think that uh it's like slightly good for him, but it's also bad.
Hmm.
I think like this team comp for Draven looks like good, that he's okay to play into it, but still it doesn't feel right to play Draven right now. Yeah,
I
that's
think.
my thoughts on the champion.
Hmm. I would agree. I mean, I think that Redemption's main issue with this draft is that they first picked Amumu. I don't think after the recent nerfs to Amumu that he's that high prio. I would have liked to see like an MF, or even just Leona, or
I'd like
LeBlanc.
to see jungler probably first, but with Vi being picked, I guess there is no priority, especially with the Zag Jarvan being banned out. There is definitely no priority on the jungler, so that's why they decided to pick it up
Yeah,
almost last.
it definitely is. I think that I think if Redemption can get like on top of Runtime's Assassin, they should have a really easy time. I mean, they also do have like a viability that can basically just you just press the ulti and then you follow wherever the enemy go, and then you can layer your CC with the Mumu on top of it. Um, but I think Victor is very misplaced. I don't think that you should go Victor. But I mean, again, this probably
I don't
comes down to
understand. I don't understand much this pick of Victor, because I think he's usually taken as a disengage champion, I would say, or that like kite back and then move forward. But I don't think that's the way that you want to play against a runtime's team.
yeah. I think that you should have gotten a LeBlanc here instead of the Victor. And then I think your comp looks very good. I mean, not optimal, but I mean, good in the sense that you have three that want a hard dive and LeBlanc like can follow up. Um, but I think that mainly runtime's comp is a bit better. It's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna deal with the Tom Kench and the Leona while being pressured by the Talon and the LeBlanc. It just seems very unplayable, to be honest. I mean, it's definitely gonna be a rough time for Redemption, I think.
I think a lot of this game is gonna be how the laning goes. Because if Talon manages to get early kills or do Talon things early, or Draven is gonna manage to win the laning, be the strong Draven with 3-4 kills from laning phase, then I think Redemption has a pretty good chance. But if there
Yeah.
is to be much happening, I think that Runtime are gonna have easier way to to go with the game as it's just gonna be slightly easier to execute because they have champions that go like 1v1 or that I feel that like they wanna go 1v1 and looking for picks. Meanwhile, Redemption here has big team fight, right? This Aatrox on flank, Vi engaging, Amumu engaging, and if this won't be happening because the control of the game is gonna be on runtime.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure Redemption can do something about it.
I mean, I think again, if the Draven gets ahead, I think they have a good shot at winning this game. But I think if he gets shut down, there's just not much to do. Since like Aatrox can't really get on top if you have like a Tahm Kench and a Leona dealing damage on top, standing on top of him.
He's definitely gonna go the Lord Dominic's second item. There is no other way that he can build. It's gonna be beat not Bloodrister. Ooh, shield bow into Lord Dominic's just to deal with Leona and deal with Tahm Kench. And is that damage enough for him to get through Tahm Kench and Leona in time before Talon, LeBlanc, or MF kills Vi, kills Aatrox, kill Victor, or Amumu?
Honestly, I think that he might need Eclipse. You get a little shield against the Talon and LeBlanc, plus you get the added armor penetration from the passive, and plus you get the lethality in lane, which is really
I think Eclipse should be the build if Draven gets ahead early. If he won't get ahead early, or dead ahead early, he should go for Shield Bow, and I think it's gonna be safer for him. But always he can be crazy. Go with not healing items, right? Go with Gale Force, maybe to get out of LeBlanc Talon,
no.
or go.
Then you basically have no damage. You need a damage item and not a supportive. In my opinion, at least. I think if you go Gale Force, you just can't.
Yeah, Gale Force is probably the troll, but I saw a few Dravens running. Yeah, the last item that I just don't remember.
Shield
Kraken
Bow?
Slayer.
Kraken.
Kraken, and yeah, that can work well, but you're still not dealing a lot of auto attacks. You're doing small amount of auto attacks that are dealing a lot of damage, and that's not the way that Kraken is, or how with Kraken you play.
Yeah. I think this game is gonna be very hard from for Redemption. I think they really need to do stuff early game around the bot side, and if they don't, they will, in my opinion, at least not have a shot at winning. But I mean, we'll have to see how the game will go.
Definitely, it's all up to players. Players can do mistakes or play out of their minds, and it doesn't matter then what you do or what champion you have. If your Tahm Kench is gonna snowball the game, he's gonna be 5-0, then yeah, what do you wanna do? Or on the other side, if Victor gets ahead early, he's gonna one-shot everything.
Yeah, it all comes down to how they play. But we have just loaded on to the Rift of the first game. So this is where game 1 of Redemption versus Runtime starts. And keep us updated on how the Mad Lions game is going, since we can't watch it ourselves. Yeah.
I believe the game is over 40 minutes now, so if it doesn't end it's over 40 minutes game, so yeah.
Do you think that they... I mean, now we can kind of see that they're just going for standard 5-point cover, but I think that the side of Redemption could actually benefit from invading early, like trying to get an advantage early on.
I think shutting down Y early on is gonna be really, really good. 'Cause I still feel like the champion is not good enough, or not good enough, but its playstyle is just like different, and you need to have built team around it. And if he can't do what he wants to do, then yeah. And we're getting information that Mad Lions won actually.
Nice.
Thank you.
Mad Lions won the game.
Of Europe.
And
Anyway,
Doa
back to our
is...
game. Amon is being caught here, but he's just gonna queue into Leon and he's gonna get or away, but getting in the dangerous position, level 1.
Yeah, very dangerous. I mean, we do see both junglers starting topside, so they're both gonna be in the bot side, which I think is the correct play. I think you just leave top lane. It's gonna be an island, and you just I mean, I think the main goal for Skywalker is to make sure that his bot lane doesn't fall behind, and Ortega's main goal is gonna be to make sure that his bot lane gets
A
ahead.
lot of trading in the mid lane. You can see Victor LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Another thing, maybe I want to point out, I think it's getting more popular that AD carry is starting with a long sword instead of Durance.
Yeah, it definitely is getting more popular.
Look at this, look at this trade in the mid lane.
Oh.
Here down bottom, our Redemption get level 1, level 2 first. They're trying to go in. Ignite from Ammo is being burned, but it's not gonna be much of it. It's gonna trade Ignite for heal. So after all, good trade, and
Yeah.
they're showing that.
I mean,
They
this just comes down to VN not really respecting the level 2 advantage that they got. He's not looking at the minions.
Beautiful trade from Aatrox onto Tahm Kench, but Tahm Kench is just gonna survive. And there's a lot of fighting in the game. In mid lane, both players are on half HP.
Oh, we do see Ortega has made his way down in the bot lane here.
Amumu is gonna land a stun. Vi is gonna flash forward, and Amumu with the second Q is gonna secure first blood for Redemption here.
Yeah, and this is what we talked about that we wanted to see happening. This bot lane getting ahead from the side of Redemption, which is really huge.
Oh, a Misfortune gonna get caught by Amumu Q, and this is the kill for Draven. Draven 1-0 gonna get small cash in, but even the small cash in can lead into bigger leads.
Yeah, I mean, already sitting at a minion advantage, XP advantage, gold advantage, you get a kill on both bot laners. This is actually looking pretty good from the side of Redemption. Probably not the things didn't really happen in the way that we thought they would happen. I would have at least not expected that there would be early 2-2. That's not.
Oh no! Trying to kill 1v1 Ken if there is talent to help him out. Now he needs to flash out to get into the safety. But Tahm Kench here is in a big problems as he's losing those trades. But with the help of Talon, he gets a flash advantage.
Oh, that was very close. But Talon can jump those walls, so.
Talon can jump those walls, and because he can, Enos is without flash, and he needs to run, and he's gonna give kill to Tahm Kench.
I think this. I think this actually works in the favor of the Aatrox that, or in the side of Redemption that Tahm Kench actually gets the kill. If I was the Skywalker there, I would have probably cried and said, "Why did you KS me?" Obviously, it's always good to get a kill, but I mean, you want it on the Talon.
And there's another gank in bot lane. Ortega is gonna get their flashless and Misfortune, and he's just gonna get chased down. Brady is gonna get here double kill, 2 kills donated to Draven, and this is becoming problematic for side of runtime.
Yeah, I mean it definitely is, and very good gank setup. Ortega is sacking a bit of his clear speed to get this gank off, and he's just saying, I don't care about my top side. I will just stay bot side and not get my recall in. He sees that the wave is coming into them, so he just goes for this There will be a bit of
Anos
straining.
is losing this trade, he's in really danger, but Anos is just gonna back off. And Redemption are trying to do drag, but there is the respawn and misfortune with Leona. But there is Brady, full health, but he's kiting too, he can't. He's gonna die. Ortega is gonna take one kill. Fortunately for Redemption, there is Victor earlier, but he does not have enough damage, and LeBlanc is there as well. And this is actually going to be triple kill for Skywalker, so all this advantage that you gain in bottom, you kind of give it up for Drake.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the play that you wanted to do.
Nah, I think you just wanna like shove in your wave and then get your reset off. You have a lot of gold on the Vi, you have a lot of gold on the Draven as well. So I think it's very overforced to try and go for the Dragon, especially since Draven has to push that wave in before he can move. And you don't really have a lot of early damage without your reset on Vi, on the Dragon, and Amumu does nothing as well. So it's very overforced.
Ortega is heading up to top, but Cautious Cat has no W, I believe, so he's in danger. Aatrox is gonna use his ultimate, and it's gonna be super easy kill. Cautious Cat is not gonna use his flash, so he's just gonna give up one kill. So it's kill for Aatrox here.
Yeah.
LeBlanc is roaming bottom. Brady are not aware. There is Talon as well, and they are looking to shut down the Draven. There is flash forward by Leona, and Draven is just dead. There is nothing he can do. He's gonna try to trade kills, but there is heal from Misfortune, and that's gonna be one more kill for Runtime. So Draven being shut down here. Really good job by Runtime. And they're looking still for dive on Doa. Doa is in danger. It's level 5, no ultimate there. Vion is gonna tank the tower. He's not gonna die to it. So another kill for Runtime, and they are now leading 7-6. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Leumann is trying to go all in, but he's gonna get stunned up by Victor's W, and Victor is just gonna disengage.
Yeah, I mean, you're just playing very aggressive when your jungler just showed on top side from the side.
Leumann again going onto Minimazar. He's gonna get ignited. Leumann is in his passive, but it's not enough. Doa is here, but he's gonna flash away. But there is the why. That's why you take the champion. You can't escape. Wise ultimate. And yeah, that's gonna be trade 1-for-1.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why that Runtime could also get this bot gang off and get the dive off on the Momo is because Ortega showed on the top lane. As Honors might be dead, he will pop the ulti and just run away. But when Ortega shows on the top lane and gets that gang off, it just tells Runtime, right now we have a timer in about 30 seconds where we can really punish this bot lane, and there won't be anyone to be there since they already know the Aatrox got no TP, the Victor got no TP. So it will basically just be a 4v2 which they can't survive. I mean, this Leona's already looking very tanky. I think this roam from Doa is... I mean, it gives a bit of pressure for the Victor. He can shove in his wave and he can get his reset off and let the wave bounce back into him. With the pressure that he gets now. But I think Doa should really make her way back down to the bot lane. Since it is a crashing wave and Talon might come down for a dive here.
I'm always still not level 6, though the dive is still a possibility. Well, because Leona is level 6. So
Yeah.
let's see how far it is. There is the stun, there is the ultimate, there is the combination of Leona and Misfortune, and there is nothing you can do when you don't have clan or flash. So Brady is gonna die, they're gonna get a double kill. Meanwhile, up in top lane, they're gonna trade one back. And Leumann again, 1v1ing Marias in the mid lane, and he's gonna get a kill. It's beautifully. That's 3-1 LeBlanc, 0-3 Victor.
I mean, again, the reason why they Runtime...
Oh! Oh, Brady with beautiful snipe. Gonna
was,
cash it something, some of the gold.
oh, the Talon here might actually be looking for Brady once he comes back.
Doa
Maybe
is
they will.
now level 6, so the dive is gonna be way harder. But Doa is in 1v3, he's flashing forward. He's gonna stun the guys, but they didn't deal damage to him, so there is no tower aggro. Skywalker is just gonna jump over the wall, and he's gonna be completely safe. So a bit early with the spells, the Doa, but he survives. That's the most important for redemption.
I think the main problem with this Raven getting shot down is that Ortega is spending so much time in the top lane trying to save him. But I think you should just give up the top lane and then you play only for this Raven, since he is your only way of carrying right now, as it is as it stands. Since your Victor isn't doing too great, Aatrox can't solo carry this game, and yeah, Vi
Although
can't solo
Aatrox
carry either.
is losing since the Talon gank at level 4 or level 5. Since then, Tahm Kench manages to get 10 CS or 12 CS lead, so
Hmm. Yeah, I think Ortega should just stay in the bot lane. Obviously, he should clear his camps as well, but
good straight from Onos, but yeah, Tahm Kench is just gonna heal. It's nothing bigger.
yeah, we do see Talon taking some jungle camps from Ortega, since he do know he is on the bot side, so that's just free real estate for him. I would like to see that Ortega uses his ulti in the bot lane, try and give this Raven a big advantage. I do believe he is still up gold on the MF. Yeah, he is. So he is still sitting at like a 700 gold advantage over the MF, but I mean, it definitely needs to be more if he wants to 1v9 this game.
There is Vi and Talon down right now in bot lane, and they're gonna see Leona on a ward, but it's not gonna be any use as Miss Fortune gonna channel her bullet time and kill all of them together with Talon. Talon's 5-0 and another 3 kills for runtime.
Yeah, I mean, this Talon is just so fed, and the Leona is so tanky, so you can't really go on top of Leona, since she does have the aftershock, she does have the W to increase her resistance. So it's very rough to fight 3v3 at the moment, if you go on the Leona. Yeah.
And they're waiting. Brady don't know. He doesn't know he's gonna get stun locked by Leona, and there's nothing he can do. It's gonna be his 5th death in 15 minutes. Not even. Hey, Bonos is gonna try to one of your Akusha's cat. Here's Vi maybe coming. So Kenshi is in really bad position, and I don't think he can escape. Vi is there, and this has to be easy kill. Aatrox is gonna flash forward to get a kill, but yeah, I still don't think that the right way, right player to support what Ortega is doing.
Nah, I don't think either. I think you should just, again, as I said before, you should just only focus on the bot lane. But I mean, you're already like done mistakes, so your bot lane is already bleeding. So I'm not sure how they will stop this bleeding in the bot lane. Since now,
I think what Redemption now wants to do is to get the 700 gold shutdown. That is right now on Talon. They have the ways to do it. They have Vi ultimate, have Amumu ultimate. So there is definitely way. And I would give it, actually, if I could give it to someone, I would give it to Victor. So Victor actually gets back to the game and he's becoming this powerful mage that as Redemption needs him to be.
yeah, I could definitely see that being a valid reason and a valid point. I think that they really need the shutdown as well. A bit of a questionable pink ward there being placed. it's not quite in the bush, but I think that Brady definitely needs to work towards that.
Brady's gonna get ulted again. There's the stun lock, but Amumu on a counter. Brady is gonna survive, but Amumu is gonna die. They're gonna trade support. Ortega is not powerful enough to survive. He's not tanky yet, and Brady couldn't get into the fight. He couldn't get into Miss Fortune and Talon. And Leumann is trying to kill him, and there is big burst, but Leumann is gonna die in process, giving one more kill to Draven. There is TP from Victor, but it's way too late. So it's gonna be 3-4-2 for the side of runtime.
Yeah, but I mean, this Raven is getting a lot of
Maria
gold.
is running into two people. What is he doing? He's just decided he might gonna get misfortune with his ultimate. Is he gonna take? No, he won't. He needed to flash, so he get at least flash. But why he went there? There's no reason to go. Hey, Bonus meanwhile up in top, gonna pop his ultimate. Gonna keep on trading with Coach's Cat, but Coach's Cat is having support from Leona, so he's not gonna run away that far. And I don't think Bonus knows that, but there is no way. Tamken is just gonna disengage.
Yeah, I mean, we did see that MF is actually up gold on this Draven, even though Draven have gotten so many kills. But I mean, it's just also really hard for Draven to play. He definitely needs. I would have really liked him to go cleanse instead of the heal. I think it gives so
Definitely.
much more value. Heal is like really useless summoner spell at the moment, in my opinion. Compared to like an exhaust, a cleanse, or
Definitely. This Drake is gonna get secured by runtime, and yeah, they're gonna secure themselves the first Drake of the game. And
yeah, and it is an infernal soul, so they definitely need to watch out for that soul. But I mean, Redemption is on a 2 dragon. They are sitting at 2 dragons at the moment. As that
oh, look
MF
at this
queue.
misfortune damage.
I mean, you are also playing Lethality MF, so like once those Qs hit you, it will hit hard, and her ulti will hit even harder.
Momo is going in, he's gonna get stunned. But they're again gonna go for Leona, but they don't have enough damage and bullet time, killing all three in no time. Bad focus from Redemption, and they're gonna give up triple to Misfortune and Talon.
I'll flash you.
And Leona is gonna trade one kill back to Marias. A bonus and Coach's Cat again going at it in a 1v1. A Bonus pops his ultimate, but he's gonna get stunned, and there is no way that he's gonna reach. Or is it? Tamkench is gonna flash away. So Aatrox is gonna win flash in this fight, but I mean this 1v1 is interesting, but it's not really helping for Redemption to win the game so far.
Yeah, it definitely ain't. I mean, maybe if Aatrox gets a few more kills, he can do a lot in the fight. But I'm just not sure how Redemption really gets on top of the MF and stop the ultimate. Because right now, like, they don't really have much that can.
Aatrox is gonna flash into W of Tamkench, but he has Vi to come. Vi is gonna ult the Tamkench. They're focusing Kench that is more tanky member and less jumpy, less mobile, but they don't have enough damage. They decide not to go for the play. Noah is here, but he's late to the party. So I think this is again a wasted time for Ortega.
Yeah. I think you're correct.
Noah is gonna get caught here. He's just gonna die. There's no way that he survives. Marias is dying 1v1 to Misfortune, but there is Brady. But this is the problem. Draymond does not have enough range or any kind of gap close to get on MF without flash. So nothing, and runtime right now controlling the jungle. Brady is in dangerous position there. Talon and LeBlanc zoning him of their tier 1 tower. And I think that is gonna get secured in a bit.
I think it will get secured on this wave as well, unless Victor can just one-shot the wave. But yeah, it will just fall. I think that they really need to shut down this MF and this Talon, and then hopefully they can get the shutdown on top of either Victor or the Draven. I think that's the way back into the game. Or maybe if they get like a pick before an objective, preferably like a LeBlanc or MF or Talon pick, then they could probably play for like the Soul Dragon.
Something I just realized that Vi is 4 levels down to Talon. Vi is on same level like Leona. And she's 100 tiers down. That's insane amount.
Yeah, I mean it also comes down to like Talon just being the better farming jungler. Like Vi doesn't really farm that well.
And Brady's gonna get caught again. There's the Misfortune ultimate bullet time. Amumu is not ulting in time and he needs to run now. But there is nowhere land. He's still gonna try to go back, but there's not enough damage. And this is gonna be free and easy double kill for Misfortune. And again, Ortega and Hibonos up in top fighting Kench 2v1. Mariah, meanwhile down bottom, dying in 1v1 in a mid lane matchup. I think this game is just over, and I think is Ortega not playing to his win condition as he should be, and I think this is the problem for Redemption in this game.
I think that the main problem is probably just the draft.
Yeah.
I think that first pick Amumu is very troll. But I mean,
I think the game was still playable, but
yeah, it was definitely playable. Yeah. But I mean, you have like a 30% chance of winning the game with this draft. Maybe even like a 20%. So you're definitely like shooting yourself in the foot by drafting with this. At least in my opinion.
And you're shooting yourself to a knee on your second leg with the focus that Y is having.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Ortega should have focused way more on the bot side.
Definitely. And Brady is looking probably for Infinite Edge. He's not going for a cleanse, so there is still no escape from the combo of Misfortune and Leona.
Yeah, and this comes down to Brady not having cleanse as well. Like he's been caught so many times where like a cleanse would have saved him. But I think that they might just decide of runtime might just start this Nash, as they have started it. As we do see that the side of Redemption is moving in.
No, is trying to go in. They're running onto MF. MF is flashing away, and she's gonna die. MF is dead. How can she's dead? Brady though trying to 1v1 Skywalker. He's gonna die. Aatrox and is trying to do as much as possible, and actually Aatrox is becoming huge here. Mariah actually is strong as well in this fight. They're gonna get 3 kills and actually gonna go with 4 kills for side of Redemption, and the runtime gonna lose this fight. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it really comes down to like this MF positioning. Like Amumu had a clear queue onto the
ultimate into Draven R.
The ultimate, the Victor E hit, the Victor ulti, Draven ulti. A bit unfortunate that Amumu actually got the shutdown on the MF, the 1k shutdown. But I mean, it's still not good, bad, since you do have kills on the other teammates. I mean, Brady just got one shot by Skywalker, which is, I mean, it's fair play. You can't really play into that. Yeah. So, but I mean, it also just like it slows the game down to winning this fight. You get some gold, and you stop the potential Baron.
Ortega is gonna get caught here.
Yeah,
but
he
he's
might
just
get
gonna
caught.
Q away. And I think it was just bad decision for Runtime to go for that Baron. It was just too early to go with it.
I don't think so. I think they just mispositioned.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, they didn't have enough vision control that they get into this position.
yeah,
Otherwise, I think it was a really good idea to go for the Baron.
I think if they just got some vision around the mid lane and the mid lane bush, then I think they could have perfectly done it. I think right now they could even do it. Like just send your MF and Tom Kench to do the Baron while Leona, Talon, and LeBlanc just zones. And
Runtime are gonna try to go for second Baron with the better vision now. They completely control the Baron vision. This is what they should be doing in the previous fight.
yeah, they are going for the save option that isn't as Redemption can't really like. Oh, Ortega
Ortega
might
is
be
gonna
dead.
get caught
Yeah.
here, and he's gonna die to LeBlanc here. So right before 50 seconds before Drake, Ortega is getting caught in his own
I
jungle.
think Runtime might just run to the Baron buff and start that
Definitely,
up. Get
I
that
think they
Baron.
can do both of them, and I don't think that Redemption has any time or any chance to stop it or steal it.
Um, I mean, I think what Redemption should do right now is to get straight down to that dragon, set up vision, and
Draven trying to steal it, but it's just gonna hit Leona. Not even gonna fly up to Baron. That Baron is secured. And now Runtime are running to the Drake, and there's nothing Redemption can do about it. They need to give it up, hope that they survive the Baron, and they just need to look for some pick with Vi. What they should be doing basically entire game.
yeah. I mean, Victor is sitting at 2 items now, so he has scaled a bit. He is probably soon to be level 15 as well. So he can probably definitely do some stuff. But I mean, you're playing against the LeBlanc and MF and Talon with 3 Infernal Dragons, plus they have Baron buff, so it's definitely not nice to play against. I think that
Ortega is gonna get caught by Skywalker in his own jungle. Skywalker is looking for a dive. There's the Vi ultimate. Is he able to 1v1 him? Oh no! Oh, actually, yes! They're gonna trade one kill. Talon going under tower with Vi's ultimate being ready. Trading one kill, but is it enough? Also good shutdown for Vi, but it's on Vi again. It's not the champion you wanted. Eonos, Amumu Doa is trying to go onto Misfortune, but he's gonna fail flash Q. And Cautious Cat is not taking basically any damage right now from Eonos.
yeah, I mean, I think maybe if the flash Q lands, then you can probably blow up the MF. Like since Atrix was in the end, the Draven could ulti as well. I mean,
Draven got the Infinity Edge though, so he should be able to deal a lot of damage. He's basically two-shotting or three-shotting the squishy and actually dealing some damage to the tanks, but is it enough? That's my question. Is it enough?
something I would like Runtime to do is play this 4-1. You have Pierre Blank in the side lane, and then you just sit 4 men in the mid lane. Maybe you have the Talon sitting in topside jungle, and then you play with your waves.
Raiden is gonna get caught, almost insta-killed by Misfortune, but there's re-engaged by Redemption. Though is trying to kill MF. MF is right now safe. Aatrox is doing a lot of work in between two tanks. Talon is killing Mariah's. Ortega is gonna try to do something as well, but it's not enough. And Aatrox is now in a 1v5 situation. He's gonna die as well. So this is
And
gonna be 8 for runtime, and probably they are marching to end the game.
yeah, I'd say the game is over here. They still have the burn buff, like for we obviously can't see it, I forgot about that. But okay, they just lost it. I thought they would have it for like 30 seconds more, but
Yep, this is game over. So with this, Runtime is gonna secure their first win in the series. Doa is gonna die. He's gonna die as well. Gonna give a one more kill. So yeah, Runtime are taking lead, 1-2-0.
yeah. I mean, very good performance from Runtime. I think that again, Redemption they need to work a bit more on the win con instead of like spending time on the other side of the map that they don't need to work on. But I mean, overall, a really nice performance from both teams. I'm very surprised of what Redemption actually managed to do in this game. So, what is your take on the game?
I think what Redemption needs to do is if they're gonna draft like this, they need to know where the priority is for them. So for the next game, if they're gonna have similar draft or depends what they try to do, is they need to know that where is their priority. And for Runtime, I think they played super well, trying to do their job. So yeah, they're just gonna do something similar again in the next game. I think the rotation were on point a lot of time. The catch potential they had really good. For Redemption is is get better draft. It's either that or when you get slightly worse draft that they had in this game. I think it's gonna be the focus needs to be where the carries are. And then you kind of need to fix the problem that for example, in mid lane because there were I think 2 or 3 solo kills, and uh, obviously in bot lane there were double kills because the bad choose of Brady running heal and not cleanse. So I think if they fix these 2 mistakes, and they have pretty good chance in the next game.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they work on these small things, they could definitely have a real shot at winning this game, or taking a map or a game off runtime. I think it's gonna be very hard to win the whole thing, like win the next 2 games as well. But I think if they just work on these small things that we've been talking a bit about, I think they have a really good shot because they look very like from the past Redemption that we've seen to this Redemption. A lot of change, and I think they are doing pretty well.
I think Ortega needs to just needs to step up, and Brady needs to do less mistakes. I think Hibonos, sorry for butchering your name. Hibonos needs to like he played really well. I think his 1v1s were solid. The decisions when to fight, I think his team fighting was really solid as well. So I wouldn't say there is any problem. Mariah needs just to not die in the laning, not fall that behind. Brady needs to play a bit better. I know he's the AD carry, he's always the focus, but I think there were space to improve his positioning. And Doa, I think Doa played fine on the with the way how he needed to play. So yeah, and on the second side, uh, I don't think there's like uh much they need to like improve in this small break that they have. Yeah. So
I think that what runtime needs to do is probably like I think that their like first 4 minutes, 5 minutes of the game were really sloppy. We saw like the MF walking up and then got a Mumikyu, so she dies. After that, they already got the gang off and got the owner kill. I think like small stuff like this, and then the Baron fight, of course, which is like they didn't really fall behind from that. They lost a bit of lead, which is like in hindsight like it's okay since they still won the game. But I think if you just like improve to win even harder,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
like make it more clean. That's what I want to see from runtime. And then obviously they could like say since they have this LeBlanc into Victor, they could play more for LeBlanc, like play through mid lane, try and get this LeBlanc ahead since it is an assassin. It does need some early lead, or it will be not as efficient. So I think those are some small things that runtime could work on. Other than that, I think both teams really like proved something, even though like Redemption obviously lost. But I think they look like a new team compared to the old Redemption that we've seen in the past. I think they've definitely improved. But I mean, there's still room for a lot of improvement, obviously. But yeah.
What do you think is going to be some draft updates for this game? Do you think there was something that needed to be banned, or do you think the ban are going to be similar?
I think that the bans are probably fine because that they're scared of the comfort. I think that runtimes bans like the Sec and the Jarvan bans are really good since it like lowers Ortega's champ pool. And Ortega doesn't have a really a good jungle champ pool since he just recently started playing jungle. But I think other than that, it's probably going to be the same. As I think most the things I want to change the most is the second ban phase, like just ban the LeBlanc. It's so
Yeah.
obnoxious to play against. Like you cannot lane against this champion.
I think with the fact that they could pick LeBlanc and they didn't, he was last picked. So I think LeBlanc just needs to get banned in the second phase.
Yeah, I think so as well. Since it isn't like high prior in the first pick phase, I think you should just ban it in the second, or you should just pick it up yourself in the first.
And I don't think that they are capable of playing. I think Mariah is not capable of playing LeBlanc, so I think that's why she should be banned.
Yeah, they probably isn't. Um, I forgot what I had to say. But we do see some role swaps on the side of runtime. As Pinusu, the usual ADC, will go jungle. Vian, the usual support, will go ADC. And Skywalker, the usual jungler, will go support. So there is a triple role swap from the side of runtime, which is going to be interesting to see.
I don't understand. I personally don't understand. Why would you lane swap? When you're winning, I would understand if there was lane swap from Redemption, but I don't understand the lane swap on the side of runtime.
Yeah, and we will slowly work our way into the draft phase. It has started now. We see the Insta Tom Kench ban. I think maybe it's just because they think Tom Kench is obnoxious to play against. Maybe they want to go for this R3 Aatrox again. The Jarvan ban hitting Ortega's Chample again. The Lucian hover. Lucian is just a bonkers champion at the moment.
Yes.
So yeah, I think we'll probably see the Sec ban as well.
Is it more than, I mean, I think they're just gonna stick with the bans. They don't need to really ban anything out. And I can. Oh, there is the LeBlanc being banned. That's what we talked
Okay.
about. And another thing is Redemption choose to go for blue side again. So where is the
Yeah.
priority? I think is it gonna be the Amumu again? But then
May,
you're giving then you're giving Misfortune and Leona again. So I think you should pick one of those.
I
And you
think
did
that
not have success in this game.
if they just pick, I don't like this. It will be the same
Amumu
draft.
again.
Actually, maybe it won't be the same draft since there has been some
Yeah,
lane
right.
swaps. Hopefully this Udyr isn't gonna be picked, or I'm gonna lose my mind since it isn't the first time we've seen Udyr in this. And I think Udyr is just a really useless champion at the moment, but I mean we have seen some questionable picks in the
He's not
league.
broken anymore like he was a lot of patches ago. And there we can see the Misfortune being locked in.
Yeah,
I
MF
think they're gonna
Leona
go
again.
just for the same thing, as there is no reason not, even though you swap players, uh going something different than Leona and Math into Amumu, I don't think it makes any sense. And I think Redemption draft is gonna be worse just because of this. And we need to see if Brady is gonna take the cleanse this time. Because if he doesn't take cleanse, then I don't know what he's doing. It's
Yeah,
simple as that.
I'd agree. Um,
Maybe if you pick Ezreal so you can eat away.
so it will be the Amumu jungle since they did lock Lulu. So maybe it's like a Lulu Cockmore, Lulu Aphelios, as it will be the Aphelios being locked in.
Still cleanse, right? It
Yeah,
doesn't change in
I'd
fight.
still take cleanse, and I'll probably take exhaust on the Lulu.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
Oh, there is
and
Udyr insta-locked for
but
third.
why do we pick Udyr when we're playing into Aphelios Lulu? You're not gonna have value. You're just gonna run in and you're gonna get popped.
You're gonna
Uh,
run in and then run back.
yeah,
Maybe they don't want to fight in one in team fight, but then you're doing Misfortune Leona. Why would you not want to team fight and play with Udyr on the sideline? I think, yeah, the knee of both teams, uh, they are just gonna be broken. And because I think the drafts are just way off. What is their plan?
I mean, I think that you have two very use. I mean, Amumu is like he still has your big ulti, you still have your stun, but I think
Right.
Amumu in the jungle is just really bad. But I mean, I can see why they want to pick it. I can see the idea with the draft. They pick a Mumu to bait runtime into the MF Leona, and then they can pick the Lulu Aphelios. And then you have like a really good core of Amumu being a front line, and you can sit in front of this Aphelios Lulu. And I'm not sure why they're picking Tryndamere. Please don't. It's just another Sin pick, and they did. Another one that will just run into the Aphelios, which is what Aphelios want you to do, run into you. So I really,
I mean, we pick Karma last, we could pick Karma top lane or Karma mid lane, and we're gonna speed everyone up and just run over them. Or I don't know how they want to finish the draft. Maybe Malphite for the engage. You can see Nasus, but I don't understand the Nasus. Maybe it's a misclick. But Atom's
um,
being banned, so
I think it's a
then it's gonna
comfort
be
pick
picked.
from Cautious Cat. Yeah, and maybe they wanna just take that away, so in case he doesn't get close to Aphelios, he can't wither the Aphelios, and Aphelios has to burn like cleanse for it.
Ooh, the Cho'Gath being picked for top lane for Onos.
Ooh, the Gwen hovering. I think this is gonna be really painful for the Cho'Gath. I'm not sure though, but I could imagine that Gwen just outscales.
Definitely.
But then again, another champion that runs into Aphelios. But Gwen is a bit different since you do have the 5-second W where you're just not targetable. Very balanced and fair, right, Games? Thank you for the not
Right.
overpowered kit that you said in your
It's
preseason
200 years.
2020.
You
Exactly.
have 200 years Aphelios and 200 years Gwen.
Yeah, we definitely
Maybe it's
do.
250 years on Gwen.
And then we have Udyr, who's just a season 1 champion or something like that. That hasn't been updated in
Just
ages.
running over and bear slapping people.
Yeah. I think that Redemption definitely improved the draft. I think that Silas works really well in this against this runtime comp. You have the Tryndamere ulti you can take, you have the Leona, you have the MF ulti, which is like really good ultis. You have the Cho'Gath, which is really good against Tryndamere. Like once he comes into your team, you can just silence him and eat him. So Tryndamere has to really ulti early, or his Archie just won't work. You have the Mumu to stop people from running into Aphelios, and then you obviously also have the Lulu to give Aphelios more protection. So I really like this comp. I think it works really well into runtime. The only thing that I'm a bit like scared of is the MF ulti thing, since Aphelios can't on. I mean, I guess if he hits Q or with Green Gun or ulti with Green Gun, he can outrange it. But other than that, he can't really. But yeah.
My idea when I'm watching the runtime is they want to split the map completely. They want to have Udyr on one side, or maybe Tryndamere in one side, Gwen in other, and Udyr running basically between, and then MF with Leona being kind of safe, as I don't feel like there is much of engaged power except for the Amumu on the side of Redemption, and I think this is their plan. And I don't think that Sylas and Cho'Gath are proper match for Tryndamere and Gwen on the sideline. So I think that's gonna be the runtime's way to win. And then
Yeah.
obviously they're gonna try to ult the Aphelios who's gonna defend against Miss Fortune in mid lane, trying to burn her down. So I think that's the plan for runtime. And on the side Redemption, they are gonna be looking for big team fights, right? With Amumu, Aphelios, Cho'Gath. I think that there is a bit more team fighting on their side.
Yeah. I definitely agree. I think that runtime really needs to play for 1-3-1. And then in team fights, it's gonna be very hard to team fight. But I mean, you win out on the 1-3-1. Since Gwen outscaled Cho'Gath in the side lane, and the same goes for Tryndamere Sylas. Even though Tryndamere Sylas is a bit more even compared to Gwen Cho'Gath.
I'm gonna thinking, can I swap it? Can I send Cho'Gath into Tryndamere and Sylas into Gwen?
Yeah,
Isn't that better?
I was thinking that as well. I have been like theory crafting about like what is good in the Tryndamere mid lane, since I'm a mid lane main myself. And in my mind, Cho'Gath could probably be a really good counter. I can see it working. Like you have both players just have insane sustain. Like the Cho'Gath passive, when you hit minions, you get HP back and mana back. And like later
Can hit the
on,
minions.
if you just silence ulti the Tryndamere, you can like one shot him from like
You can't.
900 HP. If you silence him before he can ulti.
No, I believe that Tryndamere ultimate you can cast it in silence. I think only way when you can't cast it is when you're suppressed. But when you're silent, I'm pretty sure you can cast. ultimate of Tryndamere.
How
That
can you cast it in silence? Silence, like silence you.
silence you, correct, right? But
There,
I
there's
believe
there's no way Tryndamere can cast in silence.
I believe it was way before.
Oh, he can.
Yeah, he can. He I mean there is one spell, one crowd control when Tryndamere can't use it. I think when he's knocked up. When he's knocked up, he can't use his ultimate. But when he's silenced, when he's suppressed, I think he can use it. I believe on the wiki it said Undying Rage can be used while affected by cast inhibiting crowd control.
Yeah.
So yes, he can use it at any point, except when he's basically not flying.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how Tryndamere's interactions.
Well, I guess he can silence or ulti while being silenced. I guess the
I know this was a way, or this was a thing a few years ago, and yeah, I think it's only Tryndamere can't use it when he's knocked up. Anyway, should we expect something at level 1? I mean, there is Udyr, there is Leona on the side of runtime.
I think maybe runtime will. I think they can look to probably invade bot side, to try and split the map. Have your Leona, MF, and Udyr walk like late invade. Maybe even have the Tryndamere to hover as well. And then try and split the map so this Aphelios gets isolated, and then they can like try and dive them and like really hard pressure this Aphelios, since Aphelios is the big carry. There's not really any other win con from the side of Redemption. Well, yeah, I think that would probably be the only level 1 that could happen. At least Udyr is playing with Spirit Guard. That saves it a bit. And we don't
Right.
have to look at a 2011 visual.
But 2014 at least.
Oh,
Or I don't know where the skin is from.
I mean, it's definitely
The newer
the
one.
best Udyr skin.
And we can already see that you're gonna see in a bit, guys, that Brady took the clans. Took the important clans that he was missing in the last game.
And
So,
though it took
I mean,
the exhaust, so maybe they're listening along.
maybe. I think this is definitely the way how they are gonna protect themselves from going with or like dying to Leona MF combination. So I like to see the change. I like to see that Redemption are making upgrades. And I still want to see what Ortega is gonna choose, where he's gonna choose to help.
Yeah,
If,
as
if it's gonna be top lane again, I don't think it's the right way. But
yeah,
yeah, well, we will see what Redemption plan, what plan they created. So
yeah. And we just loaded onto the Rift, or the second game of Redemption versus Runtime. Redemption obviously being on the blue side, and Runtime being on the red side.
from positioning level 1, does not seem like anything special gonna
Yeah,
happen. 5 point.
I
Cool.
think it will just be a standard 5 point cover. Don't really do much.
I think those wards, the runtime put it are way too early. I think they can wait, I don't know, 10-15 seconds with them. But yeah, I think they wanna keep being safe, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the MF ward is really useless. It's not gonna do anything. I mean, unless they just 5-hit and they can read that
Predict.
Amumu will like do a 3-cam clear into ganking bot from river. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think that's a too crazy idea though.
Yeah, I mean, both junglers starting on the bot side, so they will both be pathing to the top lane. Unless maybe the Amumu goes for like a Red Raptor Crux clear into bot lane. Then they will both end up on the top lane scuttle, which I think will benefit the Udyr way more than it will benefit the Amumu.
I think another thing for Udyr, why Udyr is being picked here, is when they realize that it's Amumu in jungle. Udyr actually wants to fight Amumu, and he wants to fight him, and that's why they picked the Udyr to stop Amumu and punish Ortega basically for not being on his comfortable champions. Because in last game he was 100 CS down against Skywalker, and I think this game it can be kind of the same, but because obviously it's the champion difference.
Mm.
You can see the Udyr clear is way fast, so he's definitely first of all he's faster, and second of all he's gonna be stronger, because that's what Udyr is.
Yeah, he definitely will be faster and stronger. I mean, it could also be that they just realized that Amumu has a really slow clear and Udyr can kind of like get a lead in terms of just power farming. Could definitely also see that being a reason. But if that is the reason, then why not pick in better better power farmer? Um,
I would say why not take for example Xiao Zhao. I think he would be like a stronger version, maybe.
yeah, I would agree.
Or maybe Lee Sin, or maybe these two are not in champion pool, so
Yeah,
yeah.
it could also be that.
You can see
Almost.
Pinyozo is already up in top lane. He's gonna flash on Ivanos, and he's just gonna disengage with his Q. There is a TP from Stylas. Tryndamere is there as well, but the TP is gonna protect. Marias is getting in danger position. Ortega is running into three people. What he is doing again? He's gonna just die, give up the double buff for nothing, for wrong fight. And Udyr is with one kill and two Scuttle Crabs in a huge lead.
Yeah, I mean, this this is very rough from Ortega. Like you're gonna lose out on tempo. You lost double scuttle to an Udyr that already clears faster than you, and you don't really have any gank options at the moment. So you're really bleeding out. I think this game really comes down to Brady carrying. Brady really needs to step up this game and be like, okay, guys, I will get you on my back. Slunam is actually like trying to perma roam this game. Yeah.
Is Brady capable of carrying when he's gonna try to be Ortega up in top trying to gang Gwen. Gwen is flashless. Ortega is gonna miss the Q, he's gonna get so far, but Heonos is landing his Q and he's gonna get a kill there. So good job from Ortega giving Heonos a kill. But again it's focused on the top lane. And yeah, good gank. I mean good gank. Props to
Yeah.
Ortega to seeing that and punishing the Gwen without flash.
Yeah. I think this is a very. Why does Cho'Gath have two pink wards? Why does both top laners have two pink wards in the inventory?
Because they want to fight over the pink ward. That's the fight.
I mean,
They want to be safe. They don't want to get. I mean, Cautious Cat does not want to get ganked again, and Aeonos is trying to keep his lead, so that's why two pink wards. And I'm kind of surprised that Aeonos is not on a carry. He's not on a carry champion, and right we can see that Runtime is looking for a dive.
yeah, this could get very bloody. I mean,
I think
I think they
Finuso is
just
just gonna secure Drake there.
yeah.
There's E forward onto Doa. Doa is gonna flash away. So I believe this is a trade for flashes. And Loinam with control of in mid lane. Ortega again showing up in top lane, trying to punish the flashless Gwen. And there is the one of the pink wards, the battle for pink wards, and Finuso meanwhile takes a Drake for Runtime.
Yeah, I mean now you can just use your secondary ping bot, since you have two of them. So not the worst that Ortega just took away that ping bot in the bush. But I mean he's definitely creating a lot of pressure up on this top lane. It does seem like he wanna go up for another gank. But I think it's very hard to gank this, so I think he's just wasting a bit of time.
I think Cautious Cat is cautious now, so
Yeah,
he's gonna
definitely
not
is.
gonna fall for gank again. He's gonna dodge the Q from Cho'Gath.
I mean,
Um,
since Ortega is showing on this top side, I mean, this could like result in a bot lane dive. I mean, Brady and Doa
there are
really needs to
four.
be careful here.
Braid is gonna run away. Loman is gonna tank the tower with his ultimate. He's gonna get exhausted. Is there enough damage? Lulu is gonna die. Doa is not level 6 yet. Beautiful cleanse from Brady. He's gonna try to get Pinuso in 1v1 scenario. But is he capable of doing that? Brady is looking for his cooldowns. Beautiful ward. And Brady is gonna secure that one kill. I think it's the best result that Redemption can hope for.
Definitely is. I mean, you burn the Tryndamere ulti, you burn the ghost from him, you make him lose mid lane CS. You go 1-for-1 in a 4v2. You still get the wave. I mean, this is a very good trade.
And the kill is on Aphelios, and we know, or we think that Aphelios is gonna be the carry. And
Yeah.
this is definitely helpful. It's a lot of pressure on Brady. Let's see if he can withstand it.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a lot of gold after this wave as well. He'll probably sit around 1300 gold in his bank. And I'm pretty sure Brady is a very comfortable Aphelios player. I think you've played the champion a lot, so
You have to be. I don't feel like Aphelios is
yeah,
one of the
yeah,
champions because first time and do super well, like
that
on
is
like
true as well.
other carries. You need to have a lot of practice to make this champion work.
Yeah,
That's coming from my experience at least.
yeah. I still don't understand what the order like the guns comes in and everything like that. So if I ever tried to play Aphelios, I'd probably just most likely end it. I think Doa needs to be a bit careful here.
Ortega again up in top lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, two Tryndamers running around trying to heal up, but there are three people for the side of Runtime, so they're gonna get 2 kills there. Yeah, they are just more. And meanwhile, in top lane, the dive was successful, so one more kill for Honos. So yeah, some focus on the top again. And Brady is looking to kill Misfortune, but he misses his ultimate. And here is Skywalker. Brady found himself in 1v2, and this is gonna be free kill for Misfortune. Meanwhile, in top lane, Herald is being taken. Pinuzo and Loinam is trying to stop and prevent Redemption from taking it. And I don't think he's gonna be successful. Or he actually is!
Reset.
Oh, Herald reset, so there's no Herald from
They
Redemption.
just all they had to do was just let Silas zone the Udyr, and then they just take the Herald, and then they peace out with the Herald. And then they can put the Herald in bot lane to give some plates over to the Aphelios to make him even stronger. And then you're having a good time. I mean, really poorly communicated from the side of Redemption. They definitely should have just let the Udyr like run, and then you can take the Herald. And you can get some gold value out of that Herald. Yeah.
Drake is spawning in 15 seconds, so let's see who's gonna try to go for it as Brady and Doa are moving away from bot lane. But where are they moving? There's no wave in mid lane and Drake is still not spawned. Maybe they are trying to kill Tryndamere, but Tryndamere is just gonna E away and be completely safe. And I think with this play, I think they just give up the vision around Drake. So
Yeah. They do. I don't think they can really fight around the dragon right now. I think Brady needs to get a bit stronger before they can actually start to look for these team fights.
I don't understand why they are trying to do anything. I think Brady is sitting on a lot of gold as Misfortune has her mythic completed.
I mean, he's sitting at about 900 gold, so that's like a pickaxe.
Ortega is gonna get pawn in jungle. He's being stun locked. But so is Tryndamere and Leona. Brady is doing a lot of damage. Loinman is using his ultimate. He's running away. Leona is gonna miss her E. And Brady is trying to deal damage, but he can't. There is a TP from Onos. He's gonna run into 3 people. Udyr is gonna get knocked away. He's gonna be eaten. No, he won. He's gonna flash away. Skywalker now trying to save. There's good Misfortune ultimate, but it's not enough. Onos great Amumu. Ortega is hitting the 2 Qs on Misfortune. That's good shutdown for Brady. And now Skywalker is being dove by Onos, but there's not enough damage. Unfortunately, so Onos dies. Skywalker gets away and gets the kill. So I believe it's 2-4-2, maybe 3-4-3. I'm not sure. I lost count.
It
Too many
is
deaths.
at 2 for
2-4-2, I
one.
believe. Or
Wait, did
2-4-1.
Silas die there? I don't think Silas died, did he?
No, I don't think.
Yeah,
He
so
died.
1 for 2 in the favor of Redemption, since Tryndamere didn't die.
In favor of runtime, Cho'Gath and Lulu die.
Lulu didn't
Oh,
die.
I don't
no.
know. Anyway, it was a shutdown for Aphelios, so Aphelios is gonna get one kill. And
Yeah.
Aphelios is not in a good spot yet, but he's getting into the good spot, and that's what Redemption needs to win the game.
Yeah, he's definitely it's good to see that he gets gold, since he's the primarily carry. A very good fight that they took as well. Very great TP from Honos. They lost a lot in the top lane, but I think it's fine. So if you trade it for gold on Aphelios.
For sure. Gwen is not gonna be threat anytime soon, I believe, so definitely speeding up Aphelios and give up a bit gold and a bit of lead up in top lane is good. Also, it makes Onos to basically help his team. That's why you giving him lead, so he can actually help Brady as well.
Yeah, and I think it's also to make sure that you actually have like a front line for the Aphelios. Because if this Cho'Gath gets behind, you basically don't really have a proper front line. You don't have someone that can stand in front of Aphelios and tank some stuff.
Silas is gonna miss Leona's ult. He's gonna get slowed, but there's not gonna be anything from it. Doa and Brady are running from Skywalker. He's gonna miss his ultimate, but Brady is here alone. He's gonna flash from Tryndamere. So sorry. It's a fearless flash what Loinam will get with his E over the wall or with his Gale Force. So I think that this is almost the best what the runtime can hope for.
Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, now Brady and Doa lost the flashes, so you have a way easier time getting on top of them, which is very nice since they do benefit from you running into them. So since they don't really have flashes, they don't really benefit as much in the fact that they kind of like kite.
They are in more danger.
Yeah, they aren't in as much danger once they have the flashes up. So, but I mean, if they like this Lulu gets hit by a Leona ulti or something like that, you have a very hard time.
Mares is gonna.
Oh my
You know,
god!
Treyman is gonna die because he didn't use his own.
You
Good.
need to swap your keyboard. Your Aki is clearly broken. Holy moly!
And I think R is the most important spell on Tryndamere, I guess.
It definitely is. I mean, maybe it's also he didn't expect like
This amount of
the
bursts.
instant burst from Silas in terms of the W, and I think it was also paired up with a Q. But I mean, I think once
It's a mistake, but it's still I would say okay-ish as Drake is being spawned soon. There is no Tryndamere ult on Silas now, and they
Yeah.
actually go to mid lane tower, so it isn't that bad straight, but it's definitely a mistake. But Drake is actually gonna be secured by Redemption as they are sending all 5 members there. Skywalker is gonna try to interrupt them with Misfortune, but no, Ortega
will
Great
get-
Smite securing the Drake for Redemption.
And this is very good because this Mountain Soul will give your team. How does Brady still not have finished his item? By the way.
I
He's a
think he
mythic.
wasn't back.
Oh, he's sitting on 1700 gold. Well, that explains why he hasn't finished it. But this Mountain Dragon really enables the Cho'Gath and the Mumu really well, and the Silas as well, since it will give them a bit of a beefier. They will be a bit beefier, since you're building so many resistances on both the Mumu and the Cho'Gath. The Silas will obviously have
Cho'Gath
to.
here is getting into 1v2 scenario. Cautious Cat is engaging and there is not enough damage from Obos. Penuzo is gonna flash the Cho'Gath Q and there is Loinam as well. So 3v1 Cho'Gath is gonna die here. And yeah, one more kill for runtime in this game. Mariah is gonna flash away from Leona ultimate and there and Ortega now in bot lane in 3v1, but that's not where you need to be. Again, it's 2v1, 2v1 is enough. Brady and Dua are capable of killing Vion on their own, or are they? The Exhaust is there, and Vion is actually gonna get 1v2 kill, as the dive didn't work, and Vion is gonna get saved by Ortega. Did he not have ult earlier? Oh no, this is going so wrong for Redemption. Ortega is gonna get killed again. Loinam is gonna take his 4th kill of the game. And this is disastrous for Redemption.
It definitely is. I mean, if you can't 1v2 an MF, like it's very rough. But then again, it is also with the help of the tower, so it's not fully a 1v2. But I think that
Oh, was it before Aphelios bought his items?
yes, I do.
I
believe
think
it is.
it would, and I think that's the difference. I think that
Yeah,
was the problem.
that's probably the reason why they couldn't 1v2. But I mean, again, it should have been a 1v3 and not a 1v2, since a Mumu
Yes,
should have been
well-
there. But obviously he missed his.
Maraz is gonna get into 1v3 position, but he's gonna force Tryndamere ultimate. There is Onos as well, TPing, trying to protect this dive successfully. So not bad on the side of Redemption and either runtime as they got the TP.
Yeah, I mean, Lunam just doesn't really seem that, that like he doesn't seem optimal when he dives. He seems very weak when he dives because it's like weird times he dives. And this is
No, I mean, here
an
is
whoa.
what is going on. I don't understand Loinam's what he's trying to do. Brady here in 1v2, Cautious Cat is on top of Brady, and Brady is just so strong because he bought the items and here's the Lulu backing him off. The Cautious Cat just run into 3 people, he's gonna die, and there's gonna be one more kill for Aphelios. And I don't understand. I feel like Runtime has no idea how to deal with this Aphelios.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why Lunam really like walked up there. You have no summoners, you have no ulti as a Tryndamere. It is an Aphelios Lulu, so you can never kill. You can never kill it, even if you have ultimate. Since you'll just get polymorphed, and once you're on top of Aphelios, the Lulu ulti will come to knock you up.
Slow
You
you.
got the slow, and Aphelios
He's
got
just
really
not
good
sticky enough.
weapons. Yeah, he just doesn't stick. I think maybe if you get usual Scratch, maybe you can do something like maybe kill the Lulu. But then even then, like you're having a very rough time. I think this is very winnable from Redemption compared to the last game.
Definitely it is.
I think the draft just works so
Ortega is
well.
gonna run into 3 people in his own jungle, but his ultimate, he's gonna use it in time. There is good misfortune, but it's not enough. There is Brady.
Oh.
Brady is looking for misfortune. Is gonna get caught by the Cho'Gath Q, and he's gonna die. Cautious Cat is gonna escape, but this should be Drake for Redemption, and they're gonna get one more kill here. Brady
mean,
with 6 kills. Really beautiful fight. Even though it looked like Ortega is being caught in his jungle. Beautiful job for Redemption and from Brady for Honos. They're just playing the team fight so well.
I think it's a bit unnecessary for Brady to flash forward there. I think he should always just save his flash for defensively.
Yes, let them walk up to you.
Yeah, exactly. Don't flash forward unless it's like in a 5v5 fight you can kill 4 of them with your flash forward.
It's three melee champions. You don't need to flash on them. They're gonna walk up to you. Redemption now are trying to secure the burn. Pinuso is over the wall to get, but he's not capable of smiting. So this is gonna be Baron for the side of Redemption, and there's unfortunately for them still behind on the gold, but I don't think they care too much because Brady is insanely powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not sure how, as we talked about in the draft phase, like, I'm not sure how Runtime can play against this Aphelios Lulu when they pick, like, champions that just want to go into you. Like, if I would have been Runtime, I would have definitely not picked the Udyr. I would have picked, once I saw the Aphelios Lulu, I would have picked, like, I would have picked some high range at least. I don't really have any certain picks right now, just off the top of my head. But I definitely would have picked some high range champion.
Three melees, or basically 4 melees champion into Lulu and Aphelios, and Cho'Gath, who is gonna again just protect Aphelios by his knockup silence, and there's just no way that you're gonna get through. And what I think what we said before the game, that Runtime should split the map, should go for the 1-3-1. They're not doing it.
Yeah.
I think that's the mistake. They're trying to fight the CC bot or CC, or the amount of CC that Redemption have in their team fight.
I think right now, Redemption should just group up as 5, run it down mid lane, and just pure on A remit.
Oh, look at I love this. I don't know the name of the item from Doa, but I love that he picks it.
Oh,
And
Shurelius.
Shirelles, yes. And I thought it like the Skywalker does not have it. Because that's what he needs to have. And he's going for a shield. If he's not going for a Shirelia, that's gonna help to get on Brady.
I mean, yeah, but that's an
Because I don't
interesting
think you
take.
need to be tanky as Leona. You need to help your Gwen, your Tryndamere, your Udyr to get on top of Aphelios so you can kill him.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being a good thing to buy on Leona. I mean, you are pretty tanky with your aftershock and your W and your base
Exactly.
stats, so. And plus, you can always just like get a tanky item,
I'm
a second
looking for a
item.
flank.
Oh, this Aphelios has so insane guns. I would,
Like the best gun that he can hope for right now. This
yeah.
MF Ult is doing no damage to the super tanky Cho'Gath. Tryndamere is not ready. Loiman is losing actually the battle with Mariah. Mariah is winning the 1v1, so Tryndamere on the sideline losing. Gwen meanwhile up in top trying to push as fast as possible. But
Yeah.
she's backing. Why she is backing? I don't understand what the runtime is their plan, and I'm kind of surprised that Redemption are not forcing this dive onto Misfortune with Amumu and Aphelios being there. Especially when Tryndamere just died. When you can send Silas back to base, you can keep your Cho'Gath to tank the tower. I'm kind of disappointed about how Redemption played this out, but I think it's completely fine, especially if they get ready for the Drake.
Yeah, I
I think
mean, you
another
do
thing
have it. Oh,
why Redemption did not decide to go forward is because they lost the Baron. The Baron power play is gone right now.
yeah, I mean, you just need your beefy front line to walk in first, and then you can slowly walk into this. You just clear some vision around it, and then you basically choke runtime out of this. Chokers can just stand like he is right now, and just do
Yes.
his thing. And
MF is not dealing damage with her items. I need to honest. Ortega is gonna secure the Drake. Brady is being neutral. Is gonna get on Brady, but Brady is completely safe. He's gonna have great ultimate on basically 4 people. He's gonna get double. He's gonna get triple.
oh,
Actually,
Choker stole
quadra
the
kill for
penta.
Brady. Beautiful, well played, well team fight by Redemption, and they are marching in their mid lane and they are looking to win the game.
I don't think it will quite be game end yet, but I mean they'll definitely get the inhib. And then they will definitely play for the Baron that is coming up in 45 seconds. And this is just like this is what we talked about in the draft phase. Like runtime's comp can't do anything into Redemption's comp unless they get massively ahead in the early game, which they didn't. So there's just not much to do. They're basically just bleeding out at this point. The Felius has scaled. He has 3 items. He's probably gonna get the 4th one on his base. Yeah, he will.
Udyr got here on a field, but there was no follow-up at all as Amumu, I believe he had some good ultimate that protected the Gwen and Tryndamere to join Udyr to being onto Brady. But the problem right now for Brady is that he's no flash and no clans. Can he survive even without those 2 summoners? That's the important question.
I think so. Yeah. He probably got the what's it called, the Infinity Edge in base. I'd assume that he got.
Maybe
Yeah, he
he would
should
run.
have the.
Maybe the clans is the way. Now it's gonna be the IE.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. I think that he will be safe. I mean,
Yeah,
you have a choker at the moment in front of you.
and Lulu behind, so
Yeah,
yeah, you should be definitely safe.
and it's not like the only real threat is like Tryndamere being on top of you, but then again, you have like a Lulu polymorph that can just polymorph him, and he's useless. And then once he's in his ulti, he has to start running out.
There is a Cho'Gath TP onto Baron, as everyone knows that Baron is the play for both of the teams. Gwen is
Yeah,
gonna
we
TP
see
as
double
well.
TP here.
Onos is looking to catch someone with a Q. And Mariah is gonna catch Leona. Brady here is dealing so much damage that Leona is gonna get popped basically instantly. And Pinuzo is completely out of position.
That
Miss Fortune is
isn't-
gonna get exhausted by Lulu. Mariah Vion is just out of position and
Silas can TP mid and end, and they can chase
he's
down
doing
this.
Ortega is
yeah.
gonna flash forward. Oh, he's not gonna flash forward. I thought he should flash forward. But they're just gonna march mid lane. I think this is a safe win for Redemption.
Yeah, I'd agree.
And there's
This is
nothing that
definitely
Tryndamere
an
and
end angle.
One can do.
Holy, this Aphelios is 3-shotting Tryndamere, but Tryndamere is actually killing
Tryndamere
the
is gonna get
Aphelios.
killed there, but this is too late. I think Brady
I think it.
did not expect that much amount of damage, but I think they're gonna end anyway. I think they're all focusing the Nexus. There is the ultimate from Amumu, gonna prevent
What happened?
gonna prevent everything.
I
And
think this is the bug where the
Team
game ended
surrender?
and people left the game.
Or left or surrender. But I think the game is over. I think Aeonos and Doa and Ortega, if they're gonna focus the Nexus, the Nexus is gonna
Okay,
die. Tryndamere is
I do
completely
have
out.
confirmation that the game is over. So the game will be ended here, but it is a spectator bug.
Yes.
Which is why we couldn't watch the end of the game too.
Yeah. So victory for Redemption. They're gonna go 1-1, 1-1
Yeah.
series.
I mean, we
And-
did also talk about Brady needed to step up and be the carry, and I mean, we can definitely say that he definitely did that. And it's very nice to see, since Brady has have that role where he needed to carry, and sometimes he hasn't really pulled through. So it's nice to see that he finally does. And had a really nice performance. I think this also comes back to that they just got out drafted.
So the lane swap the lane swap from Runtime didn't really work out, and for Redemption, Brady step up, and I think what we're gonna see in the next draft is that Brady is not gonna get his hands on Aphelios, or the Lulu is gonna get banned, and I think it's just gonna be the Aphelios that is gonna get banned. Maybe with the Amumu as well. We'll see where is gonna be the focus of the draft for Runtime, because I think they should run into something first that something that they run in first game, and definitely not lane swap anymore.
Yeah, I think that they should just run with the usual roster or the usual roles, I guess.
I think that Vian wasn't that comfortable on or like on Misfortune. I think it wasn't good. Pinuzo running with Udyr. I mean, I get the idea, but again, I don't think that was the right call, right jungle to take. And yeah.
Yeah, I think that the Runtime just needs to we will take a quick 2-minute break, just for a quick toilet break. Yeah, we will be back very shortly, and then we will take on game 3 of Runtime versus Redemption. Yeah, welcome back, guys. We are back from our toilet break. It was a lovely break. Sometimes you need to let go of your tank, and yeah, as we are soon ready to go into the third game of Redemption versus Runtime. Redemption will again play the blue side. Sure, it definitely was. Yeah. I think that the players are also slowly getting back. They should be lining up. As I can see, they are. So we should soon be ready for draft. I mean, we just had an amazing game. Really nice performance from Redemption. They're really showing up. We did talk about before the game one started that Redemption, if they like get the draft correctly, I think that they can actually take out maps from it. Maybe even the whole series as well. Yeah, but I mean, they definitely showed up, and I mean, the amazing performance from Redemption. Like all of them did their role. You had Mirias like 1v1ing the Tryndamere in the side lane, which is very insane. Even though I think that that it shouldn't happen. Yeah, and I think that we are slowly starting with draft, as I just said. That yeah, we have started draft. So again, Tom Kenchban, a German man. I think it's mainly gonna be the same bands. Lucian again, Zac again, and then probably a LeBlanc here. And then maybe we'll see an Aphelios ban instead of the Mordekaiser ban. Maybe they'll put some respect on Brady's Aphelios. Nope, it will be a Mordekaiser. Well, it will definitely be interesting. They will lock in the Mumu again. I do believe that it will probably be a MF Leona respond. Or maybe it won't. Maybe they're scared for the Aphelios. It will be maybe an Ezreal Leona. Are you here?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I forgot to unmute myself.
Garno was muted.
I was talking. Oh no, not like this. Anyway, yeah. Zac and Jarvan. I'm surprised that there is no Aphelios ban or Amumu ban from the side of Runtime.
But
But
Runtime.
the bans are staying the same. There is misfortune, not misfortune. The Leona again, and I think they're still gonna keep pairing it with MF, or
They're
they're
gonna pick the set. I mean,
maybe they are trying to bait
honestly,
Redemption.
I think Redemption could just log in the Aphelios thing again.
Aphelios Lulu run it back.
Yeah.
And
mean, you already have two people running into you. The jungler, like the jungle meta at the moment, is people that run into you. The mid lane meta will be like,
Why would you take stat? Why would you take stat so early? Is it good counter to Cho'Gath? I mean, yeah,
it is
getting
good.
Cho'Gath would be really good, but I don't think it's gonna be Cho'Gath. And I'm surprised that there's Aatrox response to stat.
I think
I'm not good at the draft, but this is so surprising to me. And I think Lulu is gonna be banned right now from runtime.
yeah.
Yeah, insta
And
ban.
now you're really fucked from Redemption. Runtime can just ban the Thresh as well. And then you don't have a single support to pair Phelios with. I guess you can pair it with Cillian actually.
Maybe Janna, but
Janna could be an option as well. I guess there is
Janna,
options.
Seraphine, or Yuumi, but I don't think Yuumi is gonna be good.
No, I don't think Yuumi would be good. I think the only real options are Cillian, Janna, and probably Seraphine.
Thresh.
I mean, Thresh is obviously the... Okay, Thresh is open. I mean, Doa isn't like the... I'm not sure Doa is comfortable on Thresh. I don't think Doa plays Thresh at all.
It has to be
Thresh...
some kind of enchanter.
Yeah.
It's Rise banned in all 3 games. I mean, there's respect to Loinam's Rise. He's really good on the champion. So, how do you finish this draft from Redemption or from runtime? What you wanna pick now? You wanna pick
from
some
runtime,
jungler?
I'd definitely pick a jungler. I'd pick probably like...
They're gonna run with Orianna.
Okay. I mean, Lunam is a very comfortable Orianna player. Like, that guy on Orianna is mental. He just sits back, he farm up, he gets that like 8 to 9 CS a minute, and then once he's like 3 items, he just absolutely...
Balls! I love to see balls in mid lane.
Syndra,
4
I mean,
of them.
Yeah, there is
It's
definitely
four
a lot of
bells.
balls.
I feel like Syndra Orianna is the right now. I don't know what it was few seasons back, but Syndra Orianna is the mine matchup in mid lane.
Oh,
There is the
run with
Yuumi.
Yuumi. Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like the Yuumi as. I mean, yeah, the Yuumi is good. It's gonna be paired well, but I still don't like it. And if Wukong gonna be taken, and I'm not so sure if that's gonna be set in top lane.
I mean, this could be a set jungle.
Set jungle and Wukong top lane, or vice versa.
Yeah. I do believe that will probably just be a set jungle. As a, yeah, I think it's mainly gonna be a set jungle. I don't like it at all. But yeah, I think this draft is very weird. Yeah, I'm kind of speechless to be honest. I think that Redemption has a really good comp. They have a really good disengage comp. They can have a Mumu in the front line who can lock down like the Wukong the set as well. And the Leona, of course. And then you have, I think Orianna is kind of misplaced. You have like this really heavy dive comp, which can work with Orianna, yes, but Orianna mainly want to like peel, like play front to back and create space with a ball, and I'm not sure if she will get allowed to do so. In this comp that Runtime has run. But I mean, we'll see what happens. I do like the Phelios into enemy comp. Everyone is running into you, pretty much. The Syndra is a lane bully into the Orianna, so it would be nice to see... It's just 2 lane bullies against each other.
So we got information, or we see that it's a Wukong jungle, so it's gonna be set up Wukong jungle. And I actually so love this Wukong, as I think Wukong has pretty easy time to get on Brady's Aphelios, and he can knock him up. And knock
Mm.
is not something that you can cleanse, right? And
Yeah.
if Wukong gets on him together with Orianna, maybe even Set or Misfortune Ultimate, Brady can actually die. And what I don't like about the Yumi that is being picked for the side of Redemption, it makes like there is only one target. There is one target, and that's Aphelios. And there is no target like Aphelios and Lulu that you can like decide who are you gonna pick off. You're always gonna pick off Aphelios. So if you can get into some other spells from Aphelios, he's, I would say, in a bit more danger than with Lulu, when Lulu can like do more stuff.
Mm.
But if Aphelios survives, I think he's gonna be even stronger than with Lulu. That's my feel. But again, I dislike Yume. I dislike Aphelios. I hate to play both or with both, so I might be biased a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the general idea of Redemption's Come Yumi works fine into it, but yeah, as you said, like I feel is like the solo target. There isn't like another champion that can really get focused. In that sense, that Yumi just sits on top of Aphelios. Um, but I think that both comps can definitely work their magic and win this game. I think there's gonna be a lot of team fighting.
Another
Um,
thing is what I kind of don't like is that there is like less protection for the Aphelios, as there is Aatrox instead of Cho'Gath with like this CC bot and like
mm,
one big beef tank. Aatrox is gonna be probably really tanky or tanky enough, but I don't think it's as effective as the Cho'Gath for protection of the Aphelios, and that might be a bit of problem.
yeah.
And but we saw on us Aatrox in game one, and I really liked him there. So uh, if he can keep up his how he played, and I think he played solid in both of the games. If he can keep up this, he's gonna be more than useful for his team. On other side, not cautious cat. I think he's slightly underperforming. I think the Kenji game was good, but the good one wasn't, and I'd like to see him to play a bit better. And I think why he takes that here is basically to prevent the Cho'Gath pick, as slamming Cho'Gath with 4k HP on top of your Aphelios is not good, right? For you.
Mm,
So I get the idea of that pick. If it's gonna be strong enough to deal with Aatrox in laning and outside of laning, I'm not so sure.
yeah. I mean,
But I still like the side pick. He can even bring Amumu back to his team. That with
yeah.
that get on Aphelios. I mean, it's all the game overall. It's gonna go back to, can we kill Aphelios, or Aphelios is gonna survive, and then he's gonna 1v9, right?
Yeah, it really comes down to, can we get on top of Aphelios and one-shot him, or will he 1v9 the game, or survive and 1v9 the game? Um, it's gonna be interesting to watch. I think that early game runtime definitely has the favor. Like I think you stomp the early game from runtime, and then once you get into that mid game, Aphelios like 1-2 items, then Redemption can really start to take these fights and win as well. But I mean, I think it also comes down to what happens in the mid lane. Because if this Syndra gets ahead and she has a Yumi, like in the 15-minute mark, and she's ahead. I think they can. I think they can do good stuff around the objectives and in the team fights.
Syndra is a great disengage tool though with her East though. I think
Yeah.
she's more than good enough. I like that Yumi takes heal and exhaust here,
Yeah,
which you
I agree.
can't see yet, but is heal exhaust two defensive spells. There is no ignite. There is no need for ignite. Uh,
Hmm.
I believe that's. I'm not so sure if Miss Fortune take cleanse in previous game as well. I don't remember.
I don't think she did. We have
I
loaded.
think she did actually.
We have loaded onto the Rift of Game 3 of Redemption versus Runtime. This will be the final game for tonight, so this is gonna be a good one. Both teams have shown excellent performance. As it does seem like we will finally get some uh, level 1 fight, as Runtime
Ramshins.
is running 5 men
Oh, but
strong.
Braid is gonna see them, but he might need to use flash there. Great cleanse. There is slow from a Misfortune, but it's not gonna be enough. Yumi started Q, so there is no speed up, but Vion is not having his spell ready yet, but they're gonna get two summoners of Aphelios, and that might be problematic, and that is punishable. And it costs them just Leona Flash.
Yeah. This could very much be a disaster for Brady losing both summoners. I would like them to maybe set up a dive bot lane or something like that. And really punish this Aphelios for his lack of early game and for the fact that he lost both the summoners level 1. It's gonna be interesting to
There is
see.
still heal and exhaust on Yumi, so
Yeah, but I mean, you lost your cleanse on Aphelios, so if you get stunned, you're not gonna have a great time.
yeah.
And yeah, 2 lane bullies in the mid lane, both
Lemon
fighting
is
hard.
winning this so far. Also, he started corrupting potion, which I like more because with these two champions you're trading a lot, and
Hmm.
I think it's better to have corrupting with that.
Yeah, I do believe that the Syndra made a bit of a blunder, not taking corrupting pot like Lunam did.
Again, there is so much trading in a mid lane. I like the aggression for both of the players. But
Yeah.
in a first game it was Loinama who came on top. In second game it was Mariah
Hmm.
who came on top. So I think it's completely even. But you can see that there are no pots on the side of Syndra. There is no pot on Oriana as well. And Oriana seems more healthy and she has more mana, so she can keep up the poke while being a bit safer.
Momo's actually coming in for a gank here. As it does look like he wants to try something. He did opt in for the Raptor Crocs path. So he will be in the bot lane before the Wukong
I'm
will
always
be.
looking, but there is cleanse on Misfortune. I'm always gonna hit Leona. Meanwhile, up in top, Aatrox is gonna die to Set. This first blood for Set. Beautiful flash to flash over a spell of Aatrox. And meanwhile, in bottom, Wukong manages to get there in time, and there is nothing being gained by Amumu. And in mid lane, Mariah almost get a solo kill onto Loiman. Loiman needs to go back, and there's Wukong being in mid lane, ganking the Syndra. Syndra is getting super low. Wukong is gonna burn his flash, but he's not gonna get a kill there. So, bit of wasted time by both junglers, and I think it's the worst actually for. Yeah, actually it's not. Both of them losing.
Oh my God,
Wow,
Sid
that
just
was
got
a big burst.
bursted. I wasn't
So
expecting that, to be honest.
I don't think neither was Cautious Cat. He wasn't that cautious, so he's gonna trade the 1 kill back, and uh, the top lane is gonna be completely even. With the wave pushing into Cautious Cat, so he's gonna be on the same level. But yeah, the top lane is again super bloody, and yeah, let's see who's gonna come on top, because I think this is not the only solo kills, or not only kills that we're gonna see from top lane.
Yeah, I think that the top lane is a very bloody lane in the set Aatrox, so I think we'll see a lot more action. Probably the primarily action.
Meanwhile, in mid lane, Leumann is trading into Mariah. Mariah is missing a bit more spells, but now he hit. He proc the electrocute, and this is a lot of damage on a Leumann. And he's being hit by one more Q, and Syndra is in kill range. I don't know where Syndra is having at the level 6, but she has Flash. And with Flash, he could go to kill on Orianna. Meanwhile, Amo Ortega again in top lane, trying to hit the Cautious Cut with great sidestep, but it's not gonna be enough. There's another stun, there's big shield. Ionos, and they're gonna leave Cautious Cat on basically 50 HP. So well played by Cautious that he did not get hit by stun. And this is Loinam is being solo killed, but Mariah, so good job from this Syndra. Is really playing well in this game.
Yeah, I mean, the Syndra is a lane bully, and she's definitely bullying Luna, even though Arena is also a bit of a lane bully. But I mean, it's just a very good, like, I think that Syndra is just taking really good trades at the moment. And this is a bit rough for Brady and Doa, since their wave is like sitting in a somewhat of a freeze.
There's Wukong behind. They see the Wukong, but Braid is having needs to flash. The Leona is gonna trade flash again. So Braid, good job from Skywalker passing bottom, right here.
Yeah, putting the pressure in, which is very nice to see. Forcing that flash.
Right now, Veon level 5, so almost level 6, and Braid is level 4, and he might be in danger, even though he has boots to dodge, and he still have clans. He might be in danger when Leona gets level 6 and Wukong gets level 6 as well. Let's see if Brady can prevent that. Looks like Wukong is passing bot again, wants to get something done, wants to shut down this Aphelios. He's right now sitting on the ward, so Veon is looking definitely for something. Meanwhile, up in top, Onos again, battling the Cautious Cat, both on less than half HP. And Skywalker went here a bit too early, so there's not gonna be anything from the gank. And meanwhile, Ortega passed bottom, so he's there as well. And they don't know about him. He's gonna land stun on Pinuzo. Where is the second Q from Ortega? Great exhaust, great cleanse on the side. And there is Skywalker. Brady is almost dead. Yuumi heal is not enough. Brady is gonna die to Skywalker. Ortega trying to get the kill on Misfortune. He's bringing Yuumi with him, but Yuumi needs to leave. Ortega dies. And Leona just got level 6, just got enough mana. And it's a triple kill for the side of Runtime and double for Misfortune.
Yeah, I mean, really nice play, like really nice counter gank from Skywalker. Very nice from Penusa to get out of the trouble. I think that this is just a bit overforce from the side of Redemption. You know that Skywalker is around this bot lane.
Cautious Cat gonna use his flash after Onos is gonna use his ultimate. So I think Onos is again up in top lane. He's slightly behind on CS, but he's still doing a really good job fighting Cautious Cat. Meanwhile, Skywalker are gonna secure themselves their first dragon, and in attempt of ganking mid lane, they're gonna see the pink ward, so nothing more is gonna be taken off of that.
Yeah. I think that maybe because that they lost this bot lane, I don't think they can actually like fight the dragons in about that's coming up in about 4 minutes. Even though, as we spoke about in the draft phase, that it depends on what mid lane, how that plays out. Even though that they did have the mid lane lead, I don't think it will be enough. Just because that this MF is so far ahead right now, and this MF is way stronger than the Aphelios in the early game by default, and when she has a lead, she will be like 10 times stronger.
Great by up in top by Onos again. Cautious Cat is having a problems, but there is help. Wukong is pathing top, but I don't think there is anything. Aatrox is anticipating the gank, but Mariah is gonna miss it if he landed it. He has kill potential, but because he misses, Orianna can go forward. He's gonna use her ultimate, the shockwave, and she's gonna force the flash of Mariah. So really good job by Loinam. Sidestep him and then getting. There's Misfortune, ultimate completely wrong. There's Aatrox TP, and this is being 3v3, and on us there with Lulu help. There's Dunk from Seth gonna land the stun on Brady, but it's not enough. There's not enough follow up. Lulu, Yumi is sleeping. Sleeping. Yumi is healing. Yumi is not sleeping. She's healing. Both Aatrox and Aphelios to secure redemption. 2 kills for Aatrox and Aphelios.
Yeah, I mean, very great TP play from Honest to come down in the bot lane and pick up like 1 kill on the MF, get the shutdown down, help his bot lane. And Brady picking up the kill on the set is also very nice, and Aphelios needs to scale up and get some gold under his name, so he can be that late game carry that everyone thinks he will be. So this helps Redemption very much. They are still in a gold deficit, but I mean it definitely works in their favor to get some more gold, and I think it's very predictable that they would be in a gold deficit, just based on the nature of the team comps.
Skywalker is looking for a dive here. There are two spells, 2 summoners on Brady. Let's see if he can survive this. Wukong is gonna flash forward. Amumu is slightly late. Brady is gonna die, but it's gonna be treated kill. But Ortega is gonna die as well to Misfortune. Pinizzo is gonna get 2 kills. So nice dive from the side of Runtime. And meanwhile, up in top lane, Onos again solo killing Cautious Cat. And Cautious Cat right now 1 and 3, even though he's winning on CS. Noah, what is he doing there? He's under tower without anyone to sit on, and he's just gonna get killed for no reason. So it's actually 2 kills for 2. So but there are 2 kills for a runtime and 1 kill for Redemption in the bot lane, and 1 kill for Redemption up in top.
Yeah, I mean, again, Hannes is really like showing up on this Aatrox. He also showed up in the first game where he played Aatrox as well. But I mean, like, maybe you just need to ban Hannes' Aatrox. I mean, 2 games in a row he played really well, or not in a row, but 2 games in this BO3, he played really well on the Aatrox. And I think from past
Mariah is gonna get caught here by a shockwave, and he's just gonna pop. And Aatrox trying to do something about it, but he's way too late.
Yeah, I mean, just as I praise the guy, he he tries to do something a bit questionable. But I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Not all decisions can be good. As we are.
Drake is being spawned. There is no mid laner for the side of Redemption, but there is no shockwave. Let's see. Aatrox is recalling, so I guess Redemption are just gonna take few CS, take few free farm, and gonna give it up. Or they get wanted probably to try to steal it, but I don't think there is a reason for that yet.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
don't
a
think he
soul.
quite had the vision on the dragon to try and steal this, since they did drag it out of the pit. But
Here is Brady without cleanse, without flash, being caught by Leona ultimate. Beautiful 2 kills for bot lane together with Wukong. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Orianna solo kills the Syndra basically under his tower. And I'm so surprised this can happen, because it's first it's Syndra solo killing Ori, now it's Ori solo killing Syndra. I think those players have a kind of bit of problem of keeping their lead.
yeah, it definitely seems like it. I mean, this Oriana is massively ahead now. If we just look at the goal real quick, she's like 800 gold up, which is the
Who
soft
I think
boost.
is massively ahead though is Misfortune here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, MF is obviously the main guide where all of the gold is sitting at. Even though you are bleeding a bit in the top lane, I do believe this will just be a bit of a trade. Oh,
Onos is gonna get flash from Silas. There is Leona to help Silas. That
yeah, it is the
important
set,
on it.
but I mean, if we just look at the gold advantage, like this MF is up 2.4k gold, which is almost a full item on the Aphelios.
But she's gonna get caught here, and I don't think she's gonna survive. Syndra is gonna flash forward, trying to secure the kill, which was secured by Aphelios. But yeah, Redemption got a shutdown, so good for them. And it's a
Yeah.
great kill.
I think even though Redemption is 4k behind at this stage, which is very early, I don't think that they're left out on the game quite yet. I mean, your Aphelios is like you have gold on your Aphelios, not quite as much as as the MF.
Oh, and there is Shockwave for Loiman, gonna caught a flashless Syndra, and Syndra is gonna get there, gonna die, but there is Brady, and Brady is gonna secure this one. And it's Big Shadow, and it's 750 gold for Aphelios that's gonna speed him up. So I guess why is the reason that Syndra is dying in a 1v1 after getting solo kill is to get a shutdown and then donate the shutdown to Brady, and Brady is gonna happily take it.
I mean, in this Aphelios just picked up 2 massive shutdowns. The first being on 350 gold, and the second one being on 450 gold. So that is a lot of gold that the Aphelios just got, and we can see that 2.4k gold advantage that the MF just had has shrunk to only a 1k gold advantage, which is very massive for this Aphelios. Since you are going to be the main carry and you want the gold on him, so it definitely looks possible that Redemption
Walker
can
is
win this.
looking to spawn Herald up in top and maybe look for a dive, but there is Redemption moving to defend, especially this tier 2 tower. Vion here is gonna get in dangerous position, gonna lose the flash here.
Yeah, I mean,
But
Vian
here
just
is Ortega and Onos, and they are chasing. Orianna is gonna TP to protect. There is Yume onto Aatrox. Amumu, there is Sed ulting into Amumu, but Misfortune is basically alone, but she's gonna take Brady. You know, in the screen, Orianna is doing a lot of damage, and Syndra is here alone with Stat. Great Stat ultimate. Amumu's ultimate wasn't that good, and this is a really huge fight for the side of Runtime, as they get 4 kills, and they should be able to get the Drake, as they are looking for a trap in the middle of Redemption's jungle.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very questionable fight for Redemption. Like, you don't need to force this. You have the scaling comp. You have an Aphelios that is like sitting at almost 2 items. You just wait for him to get an advantage, like get his items, and then you can start fighting. But instead, they opted in to over chase the side of Runtime. They didn't take in consideration that the Orianna might have TP. So, like, and Brady was like caught because the Orianna came in from the side, and I think he got like insta blown up or something. He had to burn his flash as well to try and survive. So
I believe he died in 1v1 with Misfortune. Maybe it was damage from someone else, but I
no,
think it was mainly. No, it wasn't.
I'm pretty sure
maybe
that
maybe it was Orianna ult into Misfortune ult, because I think Misfortune got the kill on Aphelios. Anyway, there is the Drake for Runtime, and they are now on a soul point. So
yeah.
I think Runtime are in the lead, and Aphelios is not yet strong enough. But you need to be careful about this Syndra. This Syndra is still powerful. She can still one-shot somebody.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that Sundra got the kill on the Misfortune as well. With the help of Aatrox, probably. Which was very nice to see. And the Syndra probably... I mean, this Syndra can probably blow someone up. Or blow Orianna and Immerthorpe. Don't think
Onos
she can...
is gonna caught their cautious cat, but he has his shield up. Ooh, nice flash into stun, and this is almost enough damage. Syndra here 1v1ing the Orianna. Orianna is gonna flash away. He's gonna survive. Ortega is gonna find Pinuzo. But here is the Aatrox, and here is Brady. Brady is dealing a lot of damage, but he is in danger as he's being caught by Wukong. Ortega is gonna die, and Brady can't do anything to the Skywalker on the Wukong. So Brady is gonna die without Yuumi. So this is 3 kills for 1. Great catch for Ortega, but a bit of overchase, or a great usage by Skywalker's flash getting onto the top of Brady. So 5-1 Wukong, and Runtime are on the Baron, and they're most likely gonna secure this one.
I would have thought that they didn't really have damage for this, but I mean they are getting it very low. But like Honos is coming in
Aatrox
here.
is there with Yuumi. There is Smite on a Skywalker, so getting the Drake, getting Baron shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, there is Pinuzo, who's gonna try to catch the Aatrox. Oh great, or ult from Linam, Loimnam, to get himself a solo kill onto Amumu, and this game is slipping through Redemption's hand after 2 lost team fights.
Yeah, I mean, and also like Luna is sitting at a 3-level lead on top of the Syndra, which is very huge. I mean, this arena is massive. Like she can fully one-shot the backline of, like in one combo.
I think she can one-shot even Amumu, as Amumu has no magic resist, and she actually showed it right now.
Yeah, she probably could even one-shot him. Probably not in one combo, like in one rotation, but I mean, she can definitely one-shot it. Like, take 80% of Amumu's HP or something in one rotation. But I think Runtime is definitely showing up. Like, now they didn't do the role swap, and which was a very weird thing. I think. Yeah.
Ortega again up in topside when he needs to be down bottom defending. He's not there. Brady is dealing a lot of damage to Vion, but Vion is completely safe. And there is a nice Misfortune ultimate, gonna kill Syndra almost instantly. Vion is trying to kite, trying to poke or keep Brady away. But there is Skywalker. Skywalker 1v2, 1v3. He is not enough. There is still Misfortune dealing a lot of damage. Skywalker is 6-1-11. Really,
This is
really
gonna
strong.
be the game, I think.
And yeah, this is definitely the game.
I'm pretty sure this is a game, and this is another spectator bug. Yeah, this is the game. As you can.
Yeah, we got Spectre back again, but thing is
Yeah.
that Runtime won this game. They are winning the series 2-1. What a series! I mean, props to both teams. I think both teams played well in their parts of the game, and yeah, congratulations to Runtime. And
Yeah, I do
yeah.
see that we will have an interview with two of the players from Runtime. We will have the support, Vion, and the
It's Lunam. It's Lunam.
mid laner Lunam. So yeah, hello guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, what a performance in the games. Great game from both of you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Vion,
Thanks.
Not
obviously.
December.
Yeah. Well, I just want to hear like what happened in the second game.
I mean, I'm so tilted, but I'm gonna talk about it. Like some players said, like I want to play this, I want to play this, and I said, okay, it's fine. Let's try one game. Maybe it works, maybe not. But it's going flip the Woody or the Gwen, and it didn't work, obviously. So we got back to standard and we played again. League
So
of
you
Legends.
so you basically just wanted to try some things out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had some picks, and said, why not? And it didn't work out as well. And we got back to standard. Except one pick, the Wukong jungle, pretty pocket pick, I'd say. And not expected for sure.
I mean, Lunam, talk to me a bit about how you actually managed to come back from Syndra solo killing you and then Perma solo killing the Syndra. How did that happen?
I kinda trolled like level 6 when I went in and she solo killed me one time, but I really did a good solo kill, dodging a lot of Syndra Qs and Ws. So yeah, after he took the kill, I just ran it in face of Syndra and just killed the killer spam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't really remember the first game too much.
Yeah, we had the LeBlanc.
The last, the LeBlanc.
The LeBlanc and
we had the Talon that got super fat.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we adapted really well to the meta. That's one thing about this patch. Like we are on point with the meta champs. I think that's so good. Maybe a bit rough in top lane. Like Cat struggled a bit throughout the series, but I mean he was fine in the end.
I think he pulled off. I wanted to have some question. What was it? Yeah. What player from Redemption, in your opinion, like step up the most, or who are you like scared of, or who was most problematic to play against?
I got scared in the first game because the Draven got so ahead in the early game with the 3 kills, with the ganks from the lane that were so good, and I didn't work properly. So next game we changed up strategy to avoid that. And yeah, the Draven was a bit scary, but he had no clans against Leona, so it wasn't that scary in the end. And say the Aatrox was probably the most problematic throughout the games. The Aatrox.
Our top laner was scared about the jungler ganks too.
So Onos as the MVP for the side of Redemption.
Not completely, because Ortega did really good ganks to set up top laner in order to go ahead. So I think Ortega is actually the MVP, because even first game he got ahead bot lane. Then I mean the teamfights were not that good for him, but I think Ortega takes it, actually. For the ganks he provided his team with.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of surprised by that because
It's either him or
I
the
don't
other.
think Ortega's performance in all of the games
Yeah,
were on point.
yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah,
I don't know, the ganks were so good, but no,
yeah.
I mean, yes, top laner, because he played better the lane phase than our top laner thing, and yeah, it's the top laner. It's great.
Okay, so you're
Yeah, it's
changing your
Jonas.
mind then.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, actually, you
Okay,
make
so
me
so
think
so
about.
Onos is
Yeah,
after all the
definitely
MVP.
for them.
What about you, Loyman?
Yeah, our
Uh,
MVP for
yeah,
Redemption.
yeah, MVP for Redemption. Who do you think?
Yeah,
Like,
probably Ortega.
What? No.
okay, hey, yeah. I
No,
mean,
no.
Yeah,
I
we're
guess
trolling.
you decided to go on
Y-
for Ortega. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah,
good
he had
man.
Ortega Gaming.
he
Good
had
mentioned here. I say, but
l-
yeah, the top laners.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so they're gonna have uh let's give it to both of them. And what about for your team? Who's the carry? Or did you have the one guy who was like performing all
I
games super
think you
well? Or
should say it, yeah, as casters. Like, I don't want to be biased.
if it's for me, I would say it's Skywalker.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'd agree with that. I'd say Skywalker as well. I mean, man was just in the second game. He played support there.
yeah, he was
I
It
mean,
was
super
pretty
I
good.
good.
think the second game was just a really troll
Yeah,
one. You
nah,
guys
with trolls too are like, I
trolled
want to
like
forget the
the.
game. I was blaming I mean, complaining about stuff in game, so let's
Mm,
forget about the game, sorry.
yeah.
But
Won't
congratulations
happen again, I'm sure.
on getting through the second game and winning in the third one. Uh, yeah, I think it's everything
I
for
think the
me. I don't know.
first game we won because of a massive outdraft, I think. Number one thing was, like, our draft was so much better, I think, and more
Yeah.
meta fitting.
I think
Last
the
game,
two first games were like really hard draftive, and it's just unplayable at that point. But I think third game is just more about you guys out rotating and outperforming
yeah,
and
I
like
think
out laning and everything. Even though you fell a bit behind in the top lane and the bot lane, you were like massively behind still though. So
What-
you definitely made up for the top lane.
yeah, I think they just picked Aphelios there and Yumi. I think it's such a easy bot lane to dive, especially with Wukong Leona. We tank for hours. So we dive bots quite a lot. And even first game against Draven, like, it's still Leona and Talon. You just get CC'd, you have no clans, you die.
Yeah. In the third game, we invade for with the summoners of Aphelios,
I just
and
flash
like
level 1. I was
yeah,
so I was
Aphelios used
uploaded.
cleanse and flash, and then was like free lane.
They lost all the lane power of Yumi level 1. I think the Yumi was just I think she's so strong right now, but still against these dive champions, Wukong Leona, it's not that easy with an immobile AD carry like Aphelios.
I think the
Plus,
Wukong was great, really great last pick. I think it was really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have nothing more. I don't know if Jonas has more
No,
questions.
I don't have nothing else either. But thank you for coming on to the interview and thank you for the amazing performance you guys had.
Thank you.
And congratulations with your win. Yeah, I will move you guys out and
thank you. Bye bye.
bye.
That's true.
And yeah, this will wrap up today's stream of today's cast. Thank you for coming along, Gino. Gano, yeah. It's getting very late for me. I'm very
Yeah,
tired.
it's fine. I thank you to Jonas for inviting me here for this cast. I hope we do something someday more. And
yeah, we can definitely work
Yeah.
that out. Well, good night, everyone. If you're late night gamers, then good luck with your grind and throughout
good
the
luck.
night.
Solid, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching and goodbye from me.
Yeah, we'll see you. I think next game is at Friday or something, but I'll probably update you on this. So Yeah, have a nice week, and we'll see you at the next game.